Sorry guys, I was supposed to upload the video yesterday only, but I had a very severe anaphylactic reaction. It was detected quite early. I detected it quite early, and we had an EpiPen and everything at home. I realized what it was in 2 minutes or something, and I took the medication before it could spread to more than half of my body. So yeah, I am fine. But yeah, I couldn't upload anything yesterday because I was in a lot of pain, and I am in a little bit of pain right now. Just a lot of itching and a lot of swelling. The swelling is actually much more painful than the itching because you feel like your fascial sheaths are gonna just burst. So yeah, everyone. Everybody was asking how my INICET exam went, and I'm really not the best person to ask this, guys, because since I've been a child, I've never been able to decipher how my exam goes. I actually never know whether it has gone good or it has gone badly. Like during my MBBS days, I would think that an exam has gone like an exam I went fantabulously, and then I would get the result and I didn't get an honors, and subjects that I would think that I have done very poorly, that I did this wrong, I gave the viva very badly and I would get honors in that. So I've never been a very good judge of it. Yeah, I could judge the level of the exam, and I don't know, during the moment of the exam I thought that there's always a voice at the back of your head. And I watched Zana Bora's video yesterday, and she was saying that you got to attempt 190 plus to stay in the competition. And during the exam, I don't know whether everybody gets a different set of questions, mixed up questions, like the NEET UG paper comes, but for the first lot I left 11 questions first, and I was so utterly mortified at that moment that I need to cut it down by any means possible, because you cannot leave 11 questions in the first slot itself. So I just powered through and did 5 questions. By any means I could not do 6 questions at all, because two things: it was a very tricky paper, I think. Like in a lot of questions I was getting confused between two answers. A lot of recall issues I felt, two questions especially I remember right now because I spent so much time on them. She said that you're gonna, like, the maximum time you can give a question is 1 minute, and you gotta leave it, put it in the past. But these questions I spent so much time on. One was the Burns question, and I totally forgot what the percentage for the face is. And again, I marked that question. I don't know how I marked that question, because I had some previous memory from my MBBS days that it was 4.5%. But remembering the question, it was just, I think eyebrows, nose, and something like that. So it's gonna be a percentage. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Another question was there: which of these drugs is not used in postpartum hemorrhage, I think. And there was, I could remember my marrow notes. Okay, I have the 6.5 marrow notes, and I remember that chapter started from the left hand side, first, second, third page. Third page was the table which gave the drugs that are used in postpartum hemorrhage. I could very easily recall, carboprost, oxytocin, that most people would recall. But going over these topics, we always gloss over it. We think that, yeah, we are seeing the important points: the carboprost dosing, the oxytocin dosing, and there were two more drugs above it. And every time you revise it, you think that, yeah, I know these drugs, I don't need to be seeing them. And I could not recall at all what were those two drugs, and I got confused between dinoprostone and misoprostol. Now what happens is, in these situations, if I had time, I could most probably have thought my way out of it. Like there was one question about the startle response. I have done the startle response question once before, 6 months ago, and I did not remember it at all, but I worked my way through it. Like I went full biochemistry, like galactocerebrosidase and the composition and what is found in the neural tissue, what is not found in the neural tissue. I went through that level and was very proud of myself. Side note, that question, startle response question was in the second slot, I think, so that's why I did have time. But this question, yeah, most of the questions I did not have time, like dinoprostone, misoprostol. I did not have time to work it out. Lot of questions. The mistakes I'm doing. What's happening is. I have my Telegram notifications on, I have my YouTube notifications on, I have my Reddit notifications on, and a lot of people are posting, the recall, the answers, and everything. And every time a pop up is coming around and I'm seeing a different answer, and my heart drops so much. It's such an ugly taste in my mouth. I feel very dejected on seeing a wrong answer. It's very mortifying. And again, as I said, there's a lot of second thinking going on in me about attempting the 189 questions. I attempted 189, could not take it to 190 by any means. Like the first half, I left most of the questions. Second and third, I just pushed it through because I had an inkling in the back of the mind the fourth slot was going to be tough. You got to be prepared. And again, the fourth slot was pretty tough. So tough in the sense of I don't think it was a lot of factual details. It was a lot of two option confusion that you just got to dig your mind through. It requires a lot of confidence. It requires a lot of logical thinking, and it was not a very classically lengthy paper as such, I would say. Not a lot of very long question stems, but somehow it was lengthy. Like in every Marrow GT I have given until now, I always had time at the end of each slot, mostly to review the questions that I had left marked for review. In this, what happened was the red ones, the ones that I did not do at all. I would spend the time on them, and I did not have any time for the review questions at all. I simply had to, 1 minute was left, and I had to just mark them, just so that get submitted and pray. So yeah, that's what's happening. The 11 questions I think I left, I am okay with them because I do not think I could have answered them correctly if I had attempted them at all. And it was a moderate to a difficult paper. Lot of conceptual thinking. Like I believe in these type of exams, everybody is reading from the same notes nowadays. I could hear in my hall everybody like, this came from Marrow, this came from Cerebellum. And yeah, everybody is reading from these notes only. And at that moment, it comes to mostly how fast your synapses are transmitting, I think. And one thing, like I did watch the Janab Vora 6.0, most of them, and her, like when she's discussing a question, she jumps from one topic to another related topic so simultaneously, and it's totally on the spot. It's not a scripted video or anything. She's gone live and she jumps so simultaneously, and that's how I think the toppers' brains work, that you see a question and you do not know the answers. Definitely. So when you're working out, they work it out so fast. The synaptic plasticity is so fluid for them that they get the answers very correctly. Maybe I could have gone to that level, but it would require me 10 minutes to get there, or maybe 5 minutes to get there. And that's the difference between average, above average people and the people who get 190 plus and everything. Just hoping with my fingers crossed right now that the exam goes okay. And yeah, guys, comment how your exam went and everything. It was pretty hot also, and slightly perturbed during the exam because of the heat, as center did not have AC. It had fans, very loud fans, which did not make any air current of any sort, just a lot of loud noise. And but no, not in very ideal exam giving conditions, but it's over. I thought that I would come back and start reading today itself, but there's so much mental, physical exhaustion, which is surprising because I did not study at all yesterday. I did not read anything at all yesterday, just the BNS that I said that I would do on the last day. But I tried to sleep, could not sleep after coming back, and I think that's why I'm so tired. I wanted to do radio, I can't even do some passive reading right now, like just listening to the videos, not even watching the videos. I just wanted to turn the radio videos on and listen to them, and yeah, my brain is not even up for that right now. So I downloaded. I am currently downloading Love, Death, and Robots right now. The fourth season. Love it. I love any sort of high-end anime with a good storyline. I'm probably gonna watch it and call it a day today. Try to sleep early, and from tomorrow back to the drawing board again, I guess. Got to iron a few things out, got to be more precise in this revision that I have planned for May for NEET PG. And I require a lot of moral boosting now because the exam brought me a little down. When I gave the last INICET exam, I did not have a lot at stake because I did not have any expectations. Now I had expectations, and because of that, I couldn't even sleep last night. The last two INICET exams, I slept like a baby. I went to the exam hall and I was so chill. I was so proud of myself. And this time, I could not sleep at all last night. I was. So panicky. I had palpitations through the whole night, and the heat wasn't helping either. That was what had changed. And yeah, guys, comment how was your exam experience. Hopefully, the results come out to be on a positive side. Okay, bye bye.